Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. Thank you, Greg, for that lovely animation.
It's Friday night, it's 8 p.m. Staring down the barrel of another long weekend. Heading to the Twitch bar tonight. Some semicolons and a bill helping me write. Electron Greg is here again with an animation that tells you where and when. 100 messages go by. Congratulations on the words that you just typed. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. Behind that wonky door, is it MJ, is it Rishi, make the call? And I think it's about that time. Cause from porch is on the line. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And I won't drink across the street. Double in the YouTube bar I never want to meet. I think I'm happiest right here. I made songs and I think I have another pair. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came.
Friday night at the Twitch bar once again. Speaking of bars, I've just built one. Kind of. Getting there bit by bit. I've built a wooden frame in the garage from plinths. It's actually amazing how cheap it is to build a bar. Do you know how much it costs for one plinth that's like over 2 metres long? £2.97 from B&Q. Bought some of those, made a lovely kind of L-shaped frame, and then I've covered that in OSB. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm basically trimming up pallet wood for the finish, and then that will get mounted onto the OSB, and then that will get sanded down and varnished. And then I'll have a bar. What's everyone else been doing? Phoenix 780. Hello, Phoenix 780. Electron Greg, Mike's there. John Veal, all the players are there. By the way, tonight after this, once again, I'm going to give Neo Habitat a bash. I probably won't leave it streaming this time. I did that as the kind of training wheels last time. But if you've got the, go to neohabitat.org, pretty much you can just go straight in there. And I'll leave the chat open or something if people want to ask questions. But that barrier to entry keeps the riff-raff out, doesn't it? Making it a little bit technical. Lanyard has MJ on one side and Rishi on the other side. 80 flips, it's who's there. The lanyard, can you read that? Says British IBM on both sides. That's what you need to get into revival. It's still happening, by the way, secretly. There's like an underground thing. I went last night, it was awesome. All the big hits were there. Me, MJ, Rishi. Anyway, this is a request for Michael, who is behind the velvet rope over there.
Drinks like a sailor, smokes 2 packs a day. Never seems to care what anyone else has to say. And the weather brings me down, and the darkness brings me down. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. You get the feeling it's gonna be that kind of day, the kind where nothing ever seems to really go your way. And the weather brings me down, and the darkness brings me down. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd.
What tune? I ordered 200 copies. How many books have you printed out? I've ordered 200 copies. For a minute there, I thought you meant that you'd ordered 200 copies of that song, because I lost the context, because I missed a bit there, which would have been weird. Because you can't buy it yet. 200 copies. I'm looking forward to getting my copy of Smoke and Mirrors. Has everyone else in the chat ordered their copy? Thank you, Jez Shed. Got some peanuts and some pork scratchings next to me today, because I was a little bit peckish. Nice one. So, do you know what else I did recently? I say recently, I mean really, really recently, like 2 hours ago. All week I was thinking, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I wrote a song about refuse trucks in films? But then I thought you'd have to do it in the next one, because we could do it like too far in the future. People go, I vaguely remember that chat. So you got to kind of hit while the iron's hot. Strike, not hit. So I wrote one. So it's an extremely hastily written song called Refuse Trucks in Films. But I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to play one of the other requests. First, this is for Jez Shed, and it's called Silver Cigarette Case, from Psychopath Stream in black and white.
You own a silver silver cigarette case, even though you don't smoke. Engraved initials of your father contains a single note. Don't be a loser like your old man, come up with a plan. And if you need me, then I'll help you in any way I can. And the boardroom's empty now. The town felt empty and the lights went out. Yet something's not right, 'cause we don't even care. You know that something isn't quite right when your heart beats twice as slow. In any given situation where a normal man won't go. But you and me, you know, we rocked up and we walked the factory floor. We closed the whole thing and we sat back and we justified the cause. And the boardroom's empty now. The town felt empty and the lights went out. Yeah, something's not right, 'cause we don't even care. And the barroom's empty now. The town felt empty and the lights went out. Yeah, something's not right, 'cause we don't even care.
A silver cigarette case. It was good, Neo Habitat, wasn't it? I don't know if I haven't seen Duncan in there yet, but I've noticed John's in there. But yeah, after the gig last week, we did an all-nighter at Neo Habitat. It was pretty crazy. One of the guys that implemented it, he was in there. He was in the Neo Habitat world. He came down. And also, one of the actual creators of the original. His name's Randy Farmer, the original, one of the original creators of it. And he was in the chat as well last night. In the chat. It's not a chat, it's a world. I'm understanding it by calling it a chat. But it was good, wasn't it, John? If you're in there, John, tell everyone how good Neo Habitat was. We had a right laugh in there. We went to a bar, went to a comedy club. Even Duncan went up on the mic for a little bit and told a few jokes. Went and found a money tree. And we also went onto the roof of a building, which is where I am now, because I logged, before I started this, I basically went into the Neo Habitat world. So I'm in there now at the moment, standing on the roof where I was when I left it last Friday at midnight. This is for Greg. It was a lockdown lock-in. It was good. And all you have to do is run this Commodore 64 emulator from neohabitat.org and it does it all for you. She like kind of does everything, connects to the server, hooks up straight off the bat. She's basically download it and run it. Forgotten the chords. There we go.
$200 people walking down, and it won't stop now. 200 people in the crowd, and it won't stop now. Your hands are tied behind your back, your mind is filling in the blanks. and it won't stop. Now you could have been somebody else if you tried. You went too far and now you're broken inside. Oh, I tried. 200 people walking down, and it won't stop now. 200 people walking down, and it won't stop now. They put a bag over your head, tied a rope around your neck. Yeah, and it won't stop now. You could have been somebody else if you tried. You went too far and now you're broken inside. Oh, I tried. When I wake up every morning, it's just another day in turn. When the music starts to glisten, I've never been here before. I've never been here before. You could have been somebody else if you tried. You went too far and now you're broken inside. You could have been somebody else if you tried. Oh, I tried.
Twitch bar still working. I left Twitch running in the background this time so I could see the moment that it stopped working. That was for Greg. And this one is also for Greg. Just sliding the capo down one to the 4th fret. It's a theme to everyone's life, really, isn't it? They say that the older you get, the more poignant that Talking Head song Once in a Lifetime becomes.
Oh, you've been drinking again, and you've decided that it's not your only friend, so you made yourself a list, and you write it every day. Oh, you got yourself a program, so what more can I say? Wasn't meant to be like this. You followed all your dreams and all those adolescent schemes. But what more can I say when you say that you're okay? Yeah, what more can I say? Yes, the tears run down your face. Oh, life wasn't meant to be like this. You followed all your dreams and all those adolescent schemes. Wasn't meant to be like this. Your hopes and dreams are shattered. In the end, it doesn't matter. I'll wait in reception for the man that I once knew then.
Couple of the wrong chords there, but it's okay. It's Friday. And most people probably didn't even notice. So, this is a song for John. It's called Smile. Thank you. It's an instrumental mid-late in that one. So really all that song actually does is just basically keeps the chord progression going, and then to make it sound more interesting on the recording, put some strings on it. That's all you have to do if you can't be bothered to write a different chord sequence for your middle. Lots of songs do it. Right. This is Smile for John.
Tried to shed a little more light. It was my deepest regret. How I wish you'd forget. 'Cause I wake up every day with a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Sing a song that means nothing to anyone until the words come true for a moment or two. 'Cause I wake up every day with a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. Yeah, I wake up every day without a smile. So please, please don't tune me out. Don't touch that dial. I know that you don't have a backbone, and the body that you took home seems so far removed from your own.
Thank you, Electron Greg. Hello, Crafty. Let's have another little sip of my beer. Delicious. Is anyone messaged Duncan tonight? Check if is he locked out or in the YouTube bar, or because we've not reached 100 messages yet, so I'm assuming he's not there. Right. This is do you know what? Let's do the refuse truck song, shall we? Give me 2 secs. This is the refuse truck song. Written and composed about 2 hours ago. Could be rubbish, could be good. Let's find out now, shall we? I've written the lyrics down to the side there because I've played through it about 3 or 4 times before this. But it's not quite in there yet. Right, what were the chords? It starts in
Commando's opening scene. Two men pose with a Helm Mark III, and my heart skips a beat. Close Encounters had one too, and it was red and white and blue, and my knees go weak. I love refuse trucks and films, and I know every single one from 1969 to 1983. And you know, Child's Play 3 never really scared me because of one short scene. A Burma's Maxim Packer gave me all the action that I could ever need. Yeah, I love refuse trucks and films, and I know every single one from 1969 to 1983. The obfuscation of our waste is the only thing that keeps us civilized in a world that's not. Yeah, my all-time favorite scene, a low Master 320 in Ghostbusters makes me cry. And there's something else there. I've missed that last, that mid-late there. I spent ages writing that bit. I say ages, 20 minutes. But it goes. I'm going to do that bit again because I'd sang the words so far out of where the chords were. And my all-time favorite scene, a low Master 320 in Ghostbusters makes me cry. That's not it either. And my all-time favorite scene, a low Master. All-time favorite scene, a low Master 320 in Ghostbusters makes me cry every time that truck goes by. Basically, the lyrics to mid-late are, and my all-time favourite scene, the Loadmaster 320 in Ghostbusters, it makes me cry every time that truck goes by. And it was something like that. I'll work it out. Anyway, then the last chorus is just... I love refuse trucks and film, and I know every single one from 1969 to 1983. The obfuscation of our waste is the only thing that keeps us civilized in a world that's not. That was a rubbish song. Wink. There we go. The refuse song. Now back to the scheduled programme. This is for Simon. It's called 22. We're all 22. We haven't got a clue. But one day we will die. What's more important is the meantime. Working dead-end jobs and hating what we're not. So what's the point in this? I still think that ignorance is bliss. There's another day, there's another way to get around this wall. There's another day, there's another way. Still gonna hurt when you fall. And what comes next, you can only guess. 'Cause life is one big mess. We're all 17. There's nothing we haven't seen. We think that we've done it all, but we're getting lined up for a fall. And no jobs needed yet. 6 weeks of summer spent. We're not really doing much. I've got some friends that keep in touch. There's another day, there's another way to get around that wall. There's another another day, there's another way. Still gonna hurt when you fall. So what comes next, you can only guess. 'Cause life is one big mess. There's another day, there's another way to get around that wall. There's another day, there's another way. Still gonna hurt when you fall. So what comes next, you can only guess. 'Cause life is one big mess.
I'll have a hard back as well, Mike. There's one going. That was 22, and that was for Simon. Next up, these are 2 requests from Duncan from last week. He wanted Animal and Oscar Pike. Wrong one.
I've got my head screwed on, but when I come undone, I don't need anyone till the feeling's gone. 'Cause all I need is a little bit of sanctuary. I need a little space and time to be alone in my own mind. I'm just an animal. I'm just a silhouette behind your talking head. I need to be alone in my own sweet home. 'Cause all I need is a little bit of sympathy. I need a place to call my own, where I don't have to hear you moan. All I know is everything you've ever known. Though I could never tell you that, you know it's just a simple fact. I'm just an animal.
Ooh, late one. I refuse to hear a bad word about it. Our bin days are back to normal now in South Cambridgeshire. You'll be happy to know. Is everyone else's bin day back to normal? So that's ended, that conversational thread now. The excitement's ended. Right. This is also for Duncan. It's called Oscar Pike.
Sitting in the laptop light on your own all through the night. Never loved anyone else or anything more. You've been here many times before. Your dreams are shadows on the walls, fading into nothing once again. Yeah, and your lack of inspiration caused your miscommunication, waiting for your destiny to call. But is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is a dream that you've just woken from? Now your 20s are gone. I'm here and you're still there, staring out the empty chairs, wishing all your loneliness away. Waiting on a curtain call, walking down the empty hall. A little piece of you just died today. And your lack of inspiration caused your miscommunication, waiting for your destiny to call. But is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is that dream that you've just woken from? Now your 20s have gone. If I ever tried again, I'll always find my way back home. Cause if I ever walk away, I'll always wind up on my own. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is that dream that you've just woken from? Now your 20s have gone.
Oscar Pike there. Just going to get my second beer of Friday. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. And that was Mike, RGR Live News, posted the 100th message today, and the message was, I feel sorry for the YouTubers watching 10 seconds later. And that got the congratulatory 100 messages message. Well done, Michael. This Northern Monk is for you. Mm-mm-mm. I have a port scratching as well. Right. Drinking and playing a gig is relatively easy. Eating and playing a gig, slightly less so.
Call it fate, call it luck, call it anything, call it anything you want. But when you were just a kid, time didn't move like this. When you were the king of everything. And all you need is all you got, and all you have is all you'll ever want. And as your world caves in, you still remember when you were the king of everything. You got a little feeling in your heart, and it's tearing time apart. When you were just a kid, time didn't move like this. When you were the king of everything.
King of Everything, requested by no one, because I requested it. We're out of the request section now, into the homemade territory of the set list. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's about that time. Thank you, Greg.
I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. For the next 3 days I'll call this home, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Life with you never felt like this. Never been one for the simple things. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. Quit your job and walk away. Didn't like it that much anyway. Sell your house and start again. Burn your past and make new friends. You can check out anytime you want. It's already been a tad too long. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. But if I tried and if I missed, would you leave me alone like this? For all the things I've ever done, would you let my life go on? Cause I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down.
Chico time. I remember Chico time. I remember the phrase. I don't remember what it actually related to. Was it a Pop Idol thing? Was Chico something from Pop Idol or X Factor? Thank you, Electron Greg. Has anyone watched James May's Man Lab? I didn't watch it the first time around, but all of them were on Amazon Prime. So I've been binge watching Man Lab. I've also watched all his Toy Story. It seems like because Amazon Prime did some deal with James May for, obviously for the Grand Tour stuff and the other bits and pieces that he does. But he's got Our Man in Japan, O-Cook and all the rest of it. They seem to have also got all his legacy stuff as well. And last night I watched the episode where he put the balloon into space. So I messaged Dean the coder to see if that's something that we could do. And Dean says it is something that we can do after the lockdown. Basically, I'm probably oversimplifying it. You get a balloon, fill it with helium, and put a camera on it, and it floats out of the Earth's atmosphere, expanding as the atmosphere changes, and eventually pops. And you put a parachute on it, and it parachutes down, and then you get the film out the camera, the SD card out the camera, and you've got images of space. that you've taken yourself. Sounds pretty good. So that's what we're going to do after the lockdown. If anyone else wants to get in on that, let us know. I'm pretty sure that Dean's got an old digital camera somewhere in his house and a GPS, and a GPS tracker that he doesn't mind me floating off into space. Sounds like an application for that new, really tiny Raspberry Pi. It does, doesn't it? It will be cool. It will be. Have you tried the reassembler? Toy Stories? Toy Stories is awesome. Because I always wanted to watch the... I knew that the one with the Lego house existed, and all they ever had on YouTube was like a couple of clips of him walking around the Lego house. And I always regretted missing that episode. But that was the best one, wasn't it? That and the second time that they did the train with Oz, the little... doing the whole... that discarded railway, running a railway all the way along it. He was going to come to school and do it with us, but we are too close to the airport. I don't know how you... Does anyone know how you do that? That's the question. It's the only thing that I can't work out is, obviously, if you let a balloon into space and it goes and gets sucked into the engine of a commercial airline and that crashes, then obviously I'd imagine you'd get in some sort of trouble for that. And also, if the parachute didn't open and Dean's digital camera with his name stuck across the side of it and his address hit someone in the head and killed them, then what would happen? Should you just get insurance and do it? Or it seems weird to just phone up. I wouldn't know the first thing about doing that, phoning up air traffic control and saying, I'm going to put a balloon into space. And his family photos. That would be funny. Right. Where were we? Oh, blimey. Right at the end. This is the British IBM. It's about... Sorry, it started making me laugh when Mike just started talking about Dean being on a sun lounger, but actually had like his digital camera with all his holiday pics on it. And imagine that. Imagine someone from the Daily Mail was on a walk with his journalist mate who was also from the Daily Mail, and his mate got killed with a camera that was owned by Dean. But he wouldn't be able to believe... Part of him would be sad that his mate's gone, but part of him wouldn't be able to believe how lucky he was at getting that scoop.
Standing in an alleyway between two bars, blood on my face. You're looking at me, and I'm looking at you. Remember when we were both still friends? None of this would have happened then, but everything I learned from you. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be that British IBM. Your dreams for another day, but I could never understand what's a heaven for. I saw it all on a TV screen under a turn and you flicker green. I could never understand as time goes by. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. finish what we started, we'd be the British IBM. Both in the history books, a little world that we both once shook. Watch a little time as time goes by. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. Never understood what's a heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. We'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM.
Just realised the first thing I would have to do, if anything went wrong, if I saw that getting sucked into a commercial airline or anything like that, I'd have to basically run home. Get on my Twitch feed and my YouTube feed and make sure that there's no reference to this gig anywhere. He was talking about it and making jokes on his live stream moments before it happened. Right, I'm going to put down my guitar. Pop your requests in the chat. What have we got? The spade one, shovel in the head. That was down like that. Down like that. Dean. JSW for crafty. SW crafty. A new song about space debris. I'll put space debris and just modify the refuse truck one. Sort out the middle 8. Just get by for Greg. Just get by Greg. 80s for Just Shed. 80s. Cheers. Thank you for joining the Patreon, by the way, Just Shed. I hope you got your download codes. You should all take a leaf out of Jez's book and Greg's book, join the Patreon and Simon's book all the time. All the time. Simon. Refuse trucks. Refuse truck. John. I'll have it now by then. CG Adventures for Mike. CGE Mike. Sunrise Greg. Sunrise Greg. And Cannonball for Jez. Cannonball Jez. If you cancel your RGR donation, it would be just like me joining your Patreon. It would be, wouldn't it? I pay Mike. I think that's the oldest thing that I've got going on. The oldest thing I've got going on. Obviously, I've got things that are older than that, but many years ago, I started listening to Retro Gaming Roundup, and I listen to it every week, and I thought, this is actually really good. I'm listening to it all the time, and I felt like I should donate a little bit, and I went onto the webpage and I was perusing it, and I saw that you could do a monthly thing, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give a Retro Gaming Roundup a couple of pounds a month. And that was back in 1983, I think it was, back when PayPal first started. I'm still donating to this day, so RGL must have had literally thousands of pounds off me by now. Anyway, I need to remember to cancel that. What do you want? Do you want two things? Who's in Neo Habitat after this? I'm going to go in Neo Habitat. So if you want to come in Neo Habitat for a beer, please do so. I think you can kind of work out the controls. I'll leave the chat open for a bit, but I'll stop streaming. And also, what do you want? Do you want Rishi, new improved Rishi, old Rishi, MJ's Hey Hey 16K, or MJ's It Only Works? Let's wait for the lag. New Rishi 2.0. Okay, thank you very much for coming out. I'll see some of you in Neo Habitat for a beer, and I'll be here next Friday at 8, hopefully.
You grew up on the family farm and moved to a monastery with an experimental garden. 6 years wrapping bags around the flowers of plants, giving us the music for the genetic dance. You must be Mendel. You must be Mendel. Whoa, yeah. You measured traits of plants that gave us peas, then controlled how they got to breed. You then measured traits of plants that grew from those seeds, eventually proposing that living things had genes. You must be Mendel, 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 yeah, oh yeah, Mendel, Mendel, oh yeah. You must be Mendel, 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 yeah, oh yeah, Mendel, 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 oh yeah. It's a shame they didn't believe straight away in the theory you got from your plums. It was only after you died that they gave the bees a chance. Growing 29,000 plants was not the only trick. You then had to perform some Mendel arithmetic, probabilities of dominant and recessive traits, giving us genetics and showing us the way. You must be Mendel, 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 yeah, oh yeah, Mendel, Mendel, oh yeah. You must be Mendel, 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 yeah, oh yeah, Mendel, 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 oh yeah, whoa, ho, 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 yeah.